Hi, welcome to our sugarcane power flow. For today's practice, you are going to want a blanket just for a little extra cushioning in some of our positions. Also, you're going to want a block or a thick sturdy book. A shoebox works just fine. We'll actually get started right off the bat using the block for a hero's pose. I should say I prefer to use a block. You don't have to. So for hero's pose, you come to sit essentially on your heels. If that doesn't feel good, bringing in the block can give you a little more space. If that still doesn't feel good, particularly in your knees, just come to our typical easy seat. So wherever you are, just give yourself a little time here, settling into the space, arriving on your mat, noticing the natural rhythm of your breath. Inevitably, throughout class, I'll ask you to return to it, so just noticing. Then we'll start with some movement. Inhale, fingertips lift towards sky. Exhale, plant right hand outside of your right foot. Lean to the right. Inhale, draw yourself towards center. Exhale to other side. Inhale to center. Exhale, side stretch. Can continue with your pace of breath. Just creating some space. Starting a little gentle movement. After you've completed your next round, pausing back in center. And then we'll start with a little quad activation. This is actually a Pilates move. So what we'll do first, lifting from your heart, crown of the head towards the sky, come to hover above your heels, above that block, and then settle back down. So inhale, lift to hover. Exhale, settle. You should feel your quads firing for that. Inhale to lift. Exhale, back down. Continuing with your pace of breath. Noticing here if you're trying to pull yourself up, like using your heart, just allow those quads here to do the work. 2 more rounds wherever you are. Next time you lift once more. We'll pause here for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Settling back down, you can remove that block and then rock to a tabletop position. This is where I do think it's nice to have that blanket. We'll be here for a little bit longer. Starting with some knee circles. Right knee comes off the mat, up towards your right elbow. Then back towards your heel. Just imagining you're drawing a big circle with that right knee. Switching directions here. Pausing next time with right knee hovering. Then open up right knee towards the right for fire hydrant. Extend that leg long for a 10 count of pulses. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant your foot off the mat. Walk your hands to the other side of the mat. Lift for modified side plank. Option to stay right here, just keeping those hips lifted, or bringing in some side crunches. Right knee to right elbow. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pausing in that side plank. Then return back to our tabletop. Other side. First start with those knee circles. Just getting that left hip warmed up. Imagine drawing those big circles here. And then switch directions. Pausing next time with that left knee hovering. Open up to fire hydrant. Extend leg long, 10 count of pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant your foot off the mat. Walk your hands to the other side of the mat. Lift for that modified side plank. Breathe here. Option to bring in those side crunches. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pausing in that plank and then returning to tabletop position. From where you are, you can remove that blanket, walk your hands forward about a handprint, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Press your heels towards the mat. Start to pedal out your legs here, maybe shifting hips side to side. Use your next inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, step right foot outside of right hand for lizard. Keep that back knee lifted, shift your weight forward. Step into Malasana, left foot outside of left hand. Sink your hips down. Breathe here. Plant hands, return to lizard. Step back to plank. 10 count of mountain climbers in plank. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up and back. Full round of breath here. Other side. Inhale, left leg to sky. Exhale, step it to the outside of left foot. Press into that back heel. Start to shift your weight forward. Right foot comes to the outside of right hand. Sink hips down for Malasana. Breathe here. Plant hands, return back to lizard. Back to plank. 10 count of mountain climbers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. We'll go through that one more round. Inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, step it to the outside of right foot. Shift forward to Malasana, sink those hips down. Plant your hands, step back to lizard. Step back to plank. Just a 5 count here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up and back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, left leg to sky. Exhale for lizard. Right foot comes up for Malasana. Sink those hips down. Hands back to mat. Step back to lizard. Step back to plank. 5 count here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, hips up and back. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, press your sit bones back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pressing hands up towards the sky, we'll bring in some side stretches. First, hips reach to the left, fingertips to the right. Inhale to center. Other side, hips to the right, fingers to the left. Inhale to center. One more time. Side stretch on the exhale. Inhale to center. Side stretch on the exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift. Press your sit bones back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands forward and up. Exhale, fold all the way through. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, lower all the way down for locust. Untuck toes, hands back by hips. Inhale, everything lifts, squeeze your back body. Exhale, back to the mat. Inhale, press up to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, hips up and back. We'll go through 4 more rounds here of these plank rocks. You're always welcome to hang out in plank or hang out in down dog if that feels better. Next time your hips are up and back, pause there. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, press your sit bones back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands forward and up. Exhale, fold all the way through. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Use your entire exhale to lower. Untuck the toes, hands back by hips. Everything lifts for locust. Squeeze that back body. Return to the mat. Press up to plank. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. 3 more rounds. You can work with your pace of breath here or find a good spot to hold. Next time you're in down dog, inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, press your sit bones back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center, sink your hips down for chair pose. We'll be here for 10 count of pulses. Lifting to toes, hands come back by hips, hands to center, heels to the mat. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pausing in chair. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale for chaturanga or the mat. Inhale for locust or up dog. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it between the hands, back foot in and out at 45 degrees. Inhale to lift. Breathe here, press into that back foot. Hands back to the mat. Step back to plank. 10 count of mountain climbers in plank. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause here. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to sky. Exhale, step it between the hands. Back foot in and out for 45 degrees. Lift to warrior 1. Breathe here. Hands back to mat. Step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale for chaturanga or the mat. Inhale for up dog or locust. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, press your sit bones back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach to the sky, sink your hips down for chair. 10 count of those pulses here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing in chair. Lift to Tadasana. Give yourself 3 rounds of breath here. Noticing if that breath's already getting fiery. Inhale, take your arms wide, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way through. Plant your hands, step back to downward facing dog, and then lower down to tabletop. So again, it might be nice to have that blanket under your knees. From tabletop, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Extend right leg long behind you and then lift it to a bit of a diagonal. Bringing in some push-ups here. Keep elbows tucked in. Lower down, chin and chest touch. Lift back up. We'll do 5 of those. Lowering down, pressing back up. Lower down, press up. Keep those elbows tucked in. Last time to lower. Pause, lift it. And then take that right foot, plant it outside of left foot. Gently gaze over at that extended leg. 1 round of breath here. Then lifting right foot back up. Bend right heel towards glute. Left arm reaches towards the front. Sweep it behind you for tiger pose. Might be able to find that foot, a little bit of a back bend. Maybe you just stay reaching. Breathe here. Gentle release. Arm reaches forward, back foot extends back. Plant hand to the mat, foot to the mat. Keep that leg extended. And then we'll shift into side plank. Breathing here, fingertips reach to the sky. Thread the needle for a count of 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently return back to plank. Lower the knees for tabletop. Other side. Pressing in to that right knee this time. Left knee lifts off the mat. First extending long, then bringing up to that diagonal. Start to lower down. Chin and chest touch. Pressing back up. We're here for 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing back up. Left foot plants outside of right. Gaze back towards that extended heel. Little twist for just a moment. Then keep left leg extended. Right leg reaches in front of you. Bend left heel towards glute. Right hand reaches behind you. Tiger pose on this side. Maybe you can find that foot. Nice little back bend. Breathing wherever you are. Gentle release, arm and leg extend long. Foot to the mat, hand to the mat. Shift yourself towards that side plank. You can stack your feet for a little more of a challenge, stagger for a little more stability. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pausing with arm lifted. Return to plank. Back to tabletop. Walk your hands forward, tuck your toes, sink your heels for a little baby child's pose. Breathe here. Rock forward, hands come forward about a handprint. Tuck the toes, lift the hips for down dog. Great time to remove that blanket. Breathing here. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it between your hands for warrior 2. Press into the blade edge of that back foot, arms at shoulder height. Make sure there's a generous bend in that front knee. Inhale, right palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior, right arm overhead. Inhale, extended warrior, left arm overhead. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Inhale, palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior 2, one more round. Inhale, palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale to warrior 2. Straighten that front leg, turn toes to face long edge of the mat. Pull your heels in, sink down for goddess. We'll be here for a 10 count of goddess squats. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten those legs. Turn your toes so they're parallel once more. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, wide-legged half lift. Shift your weight towards the back of your mat, finding some skandasana here. You can pause right here or bend all the way into it, coming to that right heel, toes pointed towards the sky. But again, taking this option right here, totally fine if that feels better in your knees. Breathe here. Then shift your weight, walk your hands back towards the top of the mat in that low lunge. Step right foot back to meet left. Inhale here. 10 count of mountain climbers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Other side, inhale, left leg to sky. Exhale, step it between your hands. Warrior two on the other side. Generous bend to that front knee. Inhale, left palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior two, one more round. Inhale, palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Back to warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Turn your toes. Pull hips in. Sink down to goddess. 10 count of those pulses here. Here for 10. This might be the hardest I've been breathing during a power flow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten those legs. Turn your toes. Wide-legged forward fold. Bending towards the back of your mat. Find that version of Skandasana for you. Taking any of those stops along the way. Then start to shift your weight. Walk your hands, turn your toes back to low lunge. Step back to plank. 10 count of mountain climbers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Give yourself 3 rounds of breath here. Always a great time to grab some water. Give yourself a moment here to recenter. We'll flow through that sequence once more. Next inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, step it between your hands, warrior two. We'll do just 1 round here, so really bend into that front knee this time. Inhale, palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, back to warrior two. Straighten that front leg, turn your toes, pull heels in, goddess squats. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your legs, wide-legged forward fold. Bend towards the back of your mat. Finding your Skandasana. Breathe here. Start to shift your weight forward. Turn your toes. Walk your hands back to low lunge. This time, lunge switches here. So here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll want to pause with left foot in front. Open up to warrior two. Gotta switch sides here. Really bend into that front knee. Inhale, palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, back to warrior two. Straighten that front leg, turn your toes, heels pull in, sink down for goddess squats. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your legs, turn your toes, wide-legged forward fold. Bend into that back knee, start to shift your weight, finding your Skandasana. Breathe here. Then walk your hands, turn your toes back to the top of the mat. Low lunge switches here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whichever foot's in front, step it back for plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath here. Inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, step it between your hands for crescent, staying on the ball of that back foot. First, we'll find some crescent kicks here, pulling knees towards chest, elbows towards chest. We'll be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause here. Hands come to heart center. Shift your weight forward for warrior 3. Coming to balance on that standing foot. Back toes are flexed. 10 count of pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently return to crescent. This is a great time to make sure your block is at the top of your mat. I want to be the other direction. Probably at its highest setting. So from crescent with your block set up, open up to warrior 2. Then we'll bend into that front knee, start to shift your weight forward, finding half moon. Lifting back foot off the mat. Left hand reaches towards the sky. Back toes flex towards face. We'll hold here. Give yourself permission to fall in and out of it as many times as you need to. Starting to notice if you can steady that breath. Next round of breath, gently bend into that front knee. Return to warrior 2. Cartwheel your hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale for chaturanga or the mat. Inhale for up dog or locust. Exhale back to down dog. Other side, inhale left leg to sky. Exhale, step it between your hands for crescent. Breathe here first. Then a 10 count of those kicks here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing here. Then making sure your block's where you want it. Open up to warrior 2. Start to shift that weight forward. Finding your half moon. Back toes stay flexed towards face. Breathing here. It's hard to imagine that half moon would be seen as kind of a break in the practice, but it kind of is. So just letting your breath even out a little. Gently bend into that front knee, return to warrior 2. Cartwheel hands to the mat. Step back to plank, inhale and plank. Exhale for chaturanga or the mat. Inhale for locust or up dog. Exhale back to down dog. One more round. This time we'll be adding on sugar cane. Inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, step it between your hands. Lift for crescent. Find your base here first. Then a 10 count of those kicks. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pausing in crescent. Start to shift your weight forward for warrior 3. Just realized we forgot this on the other side. We'll have to even that out. Breathing here. 10 count of pulses. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend back into that knee. Return to crescent. Open to warrior 2. Shift your weight forward. Finding that half moon. Breathing here. Back toes are flexed. Option to stay right here. This is beautiful. This is challenging. Or bring knee in towards chest. Hand comes to ankle. Maybe it rests on pinky toe side of the foot. Or for a little more shoulder opening, walk it to big toe side of the foot. Foot kicks into hand. Hand resists foot. Breathe wherever you are. Next round of breath, slow motion release any grasp you may have. Bend back into that front knee. Return to warrior 2. Cartwheel your hands, step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale for chaturanga or the mat. Inhale for up dog or locust. Exhale back to down dog. Other side. Inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, step it between your hands, landing in crescent. Rather, it should be left leg to sky. My goodness, as long as you're on the other side of your body, you're doing great. Breathe here. Then 10, count of those crescent kicks here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause in crescent. Start to shift your weight forward. Then finding warrior 3. Back foot is lifted. We'll take an extra slow count of 10 pulses here. Evening out those glutes. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend into that front knee. Return to crescent. Open to warrior 2. Start to shift your weight forward, finding your half moon. Breathe here. Wherever you are, flexing those toes. Maybe you're just shifting weight. Gently bring knee in towards chest. Hand comes to ankle. Maybe pinky toe side of the foot or big toe side of the foot for a little more shoulder opening. Foot kicks into hand. Hand resists foot in this sugarcane pose. Giving yourself permission to fall in and out as many times as you need to. Next round of breath, slow motion release. Gently return back to your warrior 2. Ooh, that was less than gentle. Hands cartwheel to mat. Step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale for chaturanga or the mat. Inhale for up dog or locust. Exhale back to down dog. We have a few rounds of breath here. Then we'll do a little more movement before we come into some rest. Next round of breath. Rock yourself forward to plank on the toes. Gently lower down to forearm plank. Option to stay right here, or you can come to plank on the knees, or walk toes in towards body for dolphin. Toes come in as close as is available, hips reach to the sky, pressing into those forearms. Then walk the toes out once more. From forearm plank, press up back to plank on the hands. Breathe here, 10 count of mountain climbers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause here. Lower to forearm plank. Last round. Option to come to your knees or take toes in towards your body for dolphin. Breathing wherever you are. Toes walk back out. Press up to plank on the hands once more. Entire exhale to lower. Press yourself back for child's pose. Beautiful. Arms can stay extended long, or you can come to bringing them by the heels. Can give a little rest to the shoulders. Check in with your breath here. Can you start to lengthen it just a little bit? Next round of breath, coming back to a seated position. You may want that blanket off the side of your mat, and then coming to sit lengthwise on your mat for a wide-legged forward fold. That way your heels are supported here. Now we'll come into this a little bit differently. Inhale, fingertips reach to the sky. Active here, really reach those fingertips up, lengthen that spine. Then hinging from the hips, hinge forward. Once your spine begins to want to round, allow your hands to fall where they may. This can be a really nice way to find your edge in this posture. If this feels too intense though, walk the hands in just a little bit. If you'd like to go deeper, you're welcome to walk those hands back out. Breathe here. Hands walk back in towards your body to lift your heart. Once again, fingertips reach towards the sky. Right hand comes inside of that right leg. Reach overhead for those right toes. Continuing to pull your heart through, noticing if your shoulder's wanting to dip down. Inhale back to center. Other side. Left hand inside of that leg. Reaching for those toes. They don't have to touch, just reaching. Then back to center once more. Bringing your legs together, you can come back to our traditional orientation on the mat. Maybe pedaling out the legs a little bit here. And then pressing into your heels. Find some active engagement in your legs here. Lift crown of the head towards the sky. Fingertips towards the sky. Again, we'll pulse into this pose. So first hinging forward. Hands come to rest about a foot above the feet. Hinging forward as far as you can. And then pull back up. Once more, shift your weight, hinge forward. Reaching above those toes as far as your fingertips can go. Pull back in. Last round, hinge yourself forward. Really reaching here, fingertips as far as they've gone today. Then allow your spine to round here. Hands can come to rest on toes or ankles or calf, wherever they feel good. Just allowing the weight of your body here to pull you a little further. Wherever you are, next round of breath, slowly allow yourself to roll up. Soles of the feet can come to the mat. You'll want your your block somewhere near the middle of your mat. Then roll down towards your back body. Breathing here first. Then gently press into your soles of your feet to lift your hips just high enough to put that block under your sacrum at a setting that feels good for you. So maybe the middle, maybe the lowest setting. Hands can rest down by hips or on belly. Or if it feels good in your shoulders, you can bring arms overhead. Just checking in with your body. What would feel best as it starts to slow down, cool down a little bit from our practice. Our intense practice, if I do say so myself. Option to stay right here if this feels really nice. Or you can pull knees in towards chest, still using that block to support you. Then extend legs towards sky for a supported waterfall or supported legs up the wall pose without the wall. You can stay here in stillness or rolling out those ankles, wiggling those toes. It's whatever feels good. Next round of breath, gently bend knees once more. Plant soles of the feet to the mat. Then lift your hips just high enough to remove that block, lowering all the way down. From here, pull both knees into chest. Then extend right leg long. Left knee hugs in towards that left shoulder. Using your right hand, guide that knee over towards the right side of your body. Left hand can come out to a T or a cactus shape. Gaze can drift over that left shoulder or up at the sky. 3 full, slow rounds of breath here. Use your next round of breath. Draw yourself back towards center. Both knees into chest once more. Then right leg pulls into chest as left leg extends long. Right knee pulls towards right shoulder. Use left hand to guide your knee over towards the left side of your body. Right arm out to a T or a cactus shape. Steady breaths here. Bring yourself back towards center once more. Pull both knees in towards chest, taking any other shapes that would feel good in your body. And then coming up to a yogi hug, forehead to knees, knee to forehead. And allow yourself to extend into Shavasana. Feet extend long, hands down by hips. Allow your body to be heavy here. Allow yourself to take up space here. Remind yourself that this pose is just as important as any other pose you did today. And I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Body can remain still. If it feels good and is available, you're welcome to stay in this place of rest. If it's time to close out your practice, starting with some gentle movement, maybe scrunching and releasing the face, bringing a small smile to your lips, wiggling fingers and toes, or even a good morning stretch, fingertips overhead, toes other direction. Then when you're ready, shift yourself towards a fetal position on whichever side feels best for you. And gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Pausing in these last few moments of class just to feel some gratitude for yourself for showing up today, for honoring your body with movement and rest. We'll close with a collective breath. Inhale, fingertips reach towards the sky. Exhale, pull hands to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Thank you for being part of this rad community, and I hope you have a beautiful day.